So in this video, I'm just going to walk through the McMillan problem 2.36, which is part of guided practice 4. So this is a series of box plots that were put together based on some sort of analysis of the number of births in the United States based on each day of the week. So you can see here, and I'm going to draw here, but you see here we have the days of the week are in the X bar here, and then the number of births here is in the y-axis. Sorry, I meant to say x-axis. So anyway, so these are the box plots for each day of the week. Now I don't have the data here, but I think you can get it if you go and kind of dig around into the problem a little bit. But this is sort of the summary of the data. So this exercise is really meant for you to kind of be able to go and look at one of these and kind of understand exactly what it's saying. So they're asking you, I believe, talk a little bit about, what the findings are. So based on these plots, compare the day of the week distributions using shape, center, and variability, and to summarize your findings. So there's a few things to note here. So one is we want to talk about the shape, center, and variability, or spread, as some people call it, of these findings. So when we look at this, we can kind of see that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So basically, the Tuesday through Friday, if you just look at these seem to be very similar to each other. If you look at the means here, or the medians, they're very close together. The means I don't have on this graph here, but I'm certain that they would suggest kind of the same sort of pattern here. The only real difference is there's a lot more variability on Thursdays, let's say, because these lines are really long. They're kind of so the range, is from, I don't know, it looks like maybe 130 down to about 60 down here on the bottom. So that's a pretty big spread relative to the other ones. The second one in line here might be Wednesday, for example. So looking at that, we can kind of tell that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday seem to be pretty consistent. But if you look at Monday, for example, Monday seems to be a little lower. The spread is about, the same, but Monday seems to have fewer births on Mondays. And then if you look at the weekends right here, the weekends definitely have a much lower number of births on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays. So that's how you would want to look at box plots that are being put side by side. And of course, you want to make sure that the box plots that you're comparing with are, apples to apples. In other words, in this case, we're just talking about number of births. So this is always going to be, this axis is always going to be consistent. And then the data, of course, that they collected was for each day of the week. So there is some level of consistency here. So when we look at this, we can actually make a meaningful sort of comparison between the two.